All right, welcome back. This is Manolis with RealityCrowdTV, and we have the honor to speak with Lori Cheeks. She is the founder and CEO of Cheeked. And Lori, pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Great. And so our first question is really just tell us about your company. What is Cheeked all about?
So Cheeked is like online dating, but the initial encounter starts in the real world. So I've got a deck of cheat cards, and let's say I spot an intriguing stranger on the subway, I could slip them a cheat card that says, "You've been cheeked." And on the other side, there's a pickup line, such as "Act natural, we can get awkward later." And there's a unique code that leads to my privacy-protected online dating profile. So I could slip you a cheat card, and you can find me later, and I'm not giving you any personal information.
So what actually gave you the idea? What inspired, what problem were you trying to solve when you created Cheeked?
So I'm an architect by training, and for 15 years I was practicing architecture, and one night I was out to dinner with another architect, and he'd scribbled on the back of his business card, "Want to have dinner?" And he slid that to a woman as we were leaving the restaurant, and I remember having this huge light bulb moment about having these cards that didn't have your business information on them for dating. And 1 year later I got serious about it and launched in May of 2010.
Wow, so you saw the need that a lot of people are in front of their computers. Maybe they're talking on IM a lot, but they're not actually seeing each other. And maybe, you know, they're a little awkward to actually go up to somebody and ask them the traditional way. So you're thinking, you know, maybe if we just slip each other a card, kind of get away from the awkwardness, and now you can make a connection.
Exactly. I say it's like the cocktail napkin minus the napkin and the lipstick and the phone number. This is a safe way. It's an ice-breaking, intriguing way to tell someone that you want to see them again.
Wow, and so the business card is just the first part. The real juice of your company, Cheeked, is the technology. And would you like to tell us a little bit about the technology as well?
Yeah, so you get a deck of these cards, and it's a real-life way of handing someone the card, but then they have to go to cheek.com and type in the unique code from the card. And the cards are numbered like a checkbook, so they go from 1 to 50, and I can tell who's viewed my profile. So when I handed Mickey Rourke a card at the gym one day, before I left the gym, I could tell that he'd viewed my profile. And I just got patented on that process after 4 years.
So it was a battle to get it patented, and obviously it's a very tough market. But you have the technology, and you have the unique approach that a lot of people could really utilize, because in this world we're so connected through the internet, and you're trying to solve the problem of people actually going to see each other face to face, and that's amazing.
I mean, Match.com claims that 1 in 5 relationships begin online. Cheeked is for the other 4.
I like it. I like that sales pitch. Very good. So are you considering crowdfunding as an option for you? Is that part of the way you're going to raise some capital?
Well, I'm bootstrapped for almost 4 years now, and I feel like I do need a little adrenaline to take it to the next level. I'm trying to build an iPhone app where you can flick virtual cards to other intriguing Cheeked users nearby, and I do think it's going to take a little bit more money than I have to this day to be able to make that come to life. So I looked into Kickstarter a while back, and I just didn't feel like bombarding my friends and family with more, "Can you give me, after all that I've been through.
So it makes sense. So the Kickstarter model may not be for you. Are you familiar with the equity crowdfunding rules coming down the pike?
I'm starting to hear a lot about it.
Because now essentially you could potentially raise money through the equity crowdfunding rules. Title III equity crowdfunding, and Title II is the accredited investor side of it. And your company seems like you put the original seed capital in, so you have a seed round under your belt. It sounds great. So have you talked to anybody yet about taking it to that level, or?
I haven't, but let's get me some funding.
All right, great. Well, I guess the last question is, if our show gets off the ground, because we're actually crowdfunding ourselves as well, so that's our unique angle. When we become the show that we're going to become, would you potentially like to be on our show and go through the crowdfunding rounds?
People have been telling me I need to be on television for years. Count me in.
All right. Well, there you have it, everyone. We just had our first an interview here with Lori Cheeks, and Lori, I'll let you have the last word. What would you like to say?
Everybody just needs to get themselves a deck of black Cheeked cards, and you might find the love of your life.
Thank you very much.